hungry hip wing dollar bills with their ass cheeks, they're gonna tell you that they train glutes anywhere from 3 times a week to every damn day.
Now, if you want to wonder why your glutes aren't growing, number one reason is probably going to be because you're training them 3 times a week and taking deloads in between. What is up? It's your boy John Extreme BB Pros and Tell Like It Is. Welcome back to another episode of Coaching Up. Today we're coaching up Ryan Humistons and his latest video, Why Your Glutes Aren't Growing. Now, I've already watched the video and it's got some good points in there, but we're going to go through it together to make sure that there's some stuff in here we can actually take and optimize those things and see if some of the tips that he's giving are actually valid or not. Either way, let's get it started.
We're going over exactly how to grow your glutes. If you ask any woman at the gym who's made obvious glute gains how they've made so much progress, you'll either forever be identified as a creep, or she'll give you some incredible insight that'll help you bring up any lagging body part.
Now, to avoid looking like a creep, I would suggest you find the guy with the best developed glutes. He's probably in a square rack, and then ask him, because I guarantee he's probably coaching a girl that's got some pretty nice glutes.
How many times a week do you train glutes?
Does picking up dollar bills with my butt cheeks count?
Absolutely.
Then every day.
And that's not atypical from what you'll hear from a regular woman who doesn't spend their days hungry hip wing dollar bills with their ass cheeks. They're gonna tell you that they train glutes anywhere from 3 times a week to every damn day. And I know that sounds crazy, but it absolutely works.
Right off the bat, you do not need to train your glutes 3 times a week or even more than that. What's required to actually build muscle is just increase the overall volume. So again, you only have to train your glutes twice a week. That's 10 to 20 hard sets, and that's a stretch. And again, reps are gonna be around 30 to 45 seconds. You're gonna be resting about 1 minute to 2 minutes, and your loads are gonna be around 70% of your 1 rep max load.
Because what you'll find is these women have built-in deload days throughout the week. They hit their more exhaustive movements like sumo deadlifts, barbell hip thrust, and even quarter reps at the bottom of the leg press on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And the rest of the week, they do banded and isolation work.
Now, if you want to wonder why your glutes aren't growing, number one reason is probably going to be because you're training them 3 times a week and taking deloads in between. Remember, what's actually necessary is only to train the glutes twice a week. And then exercise selection is huge. I put together a workout for you guys to do and follow along that will actually put the most amount of stress on those glutes twice a week. Remember, exercise selection is going to be picking movements that are going to be optimal for the most amount of muscle growth twice a week. So just so we know how the glutes actually work, let's run through its actions. The glute medius, which basically sits up here, the shelf for the booty, it does adduction, and then also does pelvic tilt from the opposite position. So when your foot's up, it keeps you balanced. So you don't fall on your butt, fall on your face. This actually works from the opposite side and keeps you balanced. Now, your glute maximus does hip extension in a squat position, going up. Then it does hip extension from a fixed position, which would be like a Romanian deadlift. And then it does external rotation. Now we know how the glutes work. I put together a pretty tough workout for you to grow your glutes just twice a week. So without further ado, I'm gonna show you guys the workout that'll put the biggest stress load on that dump of yours. So first we're gonna start off with some type of adductor variation. Now, if you're not at the gym and you don't have a machine available, you can do these in your gym or at home. Basically, just go into a squat with some type of resistance band around your thighs while you're adducting. And if you wanna make it that much harder, either increase the resistance bands or just literally sit in the hole and then adduct. Hold each rep for a second, do it for about 30, 45 seconds, and I guarantee your glutes will be primed and ready to go for the rest of the workout. Then next we're gonna jump into some kind of squat variation. It can be either goblet squats, maybe a front squat, or a back squat. But no matter what variation you choose, you better understand hip and deflection is gonna be your biggest ally in growing those glutes. So right about now, your glutes are probably on fire, and guess what? We're gonna heat them up even more by doing some Romanian deadlifts. Now, I do like the idea of putting bands around your hips to do it because I do it with my athletes as well too. It does help them understand where the glutes actually travel, and that's back. Now remember, when we're going down, we're gonna let those hips go back by gripping with those toes, engaging the core, and hips are gonna go forward. Now, make sure when this band's on, it's tight enough so we can at least play a couple tunes. And don't cheat yourself. The harder it is, the more you're gonna understand how to actually thrust your hips and have that pathway of your butt going back. Now you can either use dumbbells or a barbell or a kettlebell. Just make sure the movement patterns stay the same. Remember, keep this thing tight. And because I'm a little bit sick in the head, I'm gonna finish off these with some kind of lunge variation. Now, if you really wanna get the glutes working really hard, do a reverse lunge. You're gonna put a lot more emphasis on those glutes when you're taking a step back. Just make sure you keep your chest up, chin, knee over toe, keep your core engaged, and push through that front leg the entire time. Do your best to make sure that you're not putting all the weight on the back foot, that you're balancing as much as you can to put the weight in the front, and you'll see your glutes firing off more than ever. Now, on day 2, we're still gonna do the same thing, pre-exhausting with some type of adductor variation. You do the same one I've already shown, and then we're gonna pop into some sumo deadlifts. Now, remember sumo deadlifts? Make sure your butt's going back. Same kind of point that Ryan made was very important.
Fix your form. I guarantee when you do sumos, you stay straight up and down.
We're not just going up and down, this is a hinging movement as well too. So we're getting minimal knee flexion and a lot of hip flexion on the way down. So make sure you keep your chest up, your butt a little high. Remember to push from the floor, externally rotate from those hips so we can put more emphasis on the glutes, and then fire it up and get those hips forward. Full hip extension. Now, after you've done some kind of squat variation, you can do the exact same ones that I showed earlier. You can jump yourself right into some kind of variation of a lunge. Now, I like doing Bulgarian split squats or elevated Smith machine reverse lunges. Again, it's gonna target glutes that much more. Remember when we're doing this, to push with that foot, keep your toes and your heels planted on the floor, push through your glutes, make sure you get full extension of the hips, engage your core. This back leg is just almost for show. It's there for stabilization, so don't use this a lot. Make sure you put all the way in the front leg. At the end of this workout, you should literally feel like if somebody came by and hit your butt with a needle, it would look like a freaking Kill Bill scene or something out of a Quentin Tarantino movie.
English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
All right, guys, hope you guys enjoyed the video, guys. If you did, make sure you guys like, subscribe, and share. You know, become all that talent, it is transparent and vulnerable truth. And for coaching, johnasheed.com. If you want to know more about my coaching, book yourself a 15 or 30-minute phone consult. At the end of that consult, I deduct it off any package you pick. And guys, hit the description below for those discount codes, promo codes to help save your life or change your life for the better. Like Johnny10, save yourself 10% off. BlueStarNutraceuticals.com. Head over there right now, get yourself 10% off. And remember, guys, follow me on Instagram and TikTok. Send me your progress pics or training pics and your video clips, and I'll repost it for you. Like, tag me in it. Mention me and tag me, and I'll repost it for you. Because you know how it is. Iron sharpens iron, progressive overload your life. In the meantime, keep dream chasing. Peace.